Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. The freedom to watch Nerdist News is right now. Bye-bye, Bay. That's what all you loyal Transformers fans are going to be shouting real soon. That's because Michael Bay, who has directed every installment of the Robots in Disguise mega franchise since it debuted a decade ago, has said that the upcoming fifth film, Transformers: The Last Knight, will be his last final time behind the camera. Probably. Bay has been crying wolf on leaving the series ever since Age of Extinction came out in 2014, but every time he thinks he's out, Optimus Prime pulls him back in again. So it's become a little hard to take those promises at face value. Even Bay himself seems to acknowledge that. With every Transformers film, I've said it would be my last, he says in a letter recently posted to his personal website. I see the 120 million fans around the world who see these movies, and it somehow keeps drawing me back. But then goes on to add, but this time might really be it, so I'm blowing this one out. So yeah, Bay clearly isn't giving himself a hard out on this one, but it's looking more likely than ever before that he'll step down, especially since pretty soon he'll be losing some control over the franchise no matter what he does. Paramount has decided that Transformers will be their entry point into the extremely lucrative cinematic shared universe game. In the next few years, we'll not only be getting a standalone Bumblebee film, but we'll also see the Transformers crossing over with that other 1980s big boy toy franchise, G.I. Joe. Since there's no way Bay could direct all of these films, and he's a director known for keeping tight control over his projects, this would seem like a natural place for a parting of the ways. It's time for the Autobots and the Decepticons to finally flap their robotic bird wings and leave the safety of Mama Bay's nest. Thankfully, he won't be sending them off into the world without a little guidance. For Transformers: The Last Knight, we put together a writer's room designed to greatly expand our mythology, Bay said in the same letter on his website, adding, every movie will interlink. I can safely say that there's never been a Transformers film with the huge visual scope and expansive mythology as this movie. So it looks like even if Bay does leave the Transformers before they go full expanded universe, he's laid the groundwork for that expansion in this film. But what could that expanded mythology mean for the future of Transformers? The franchise's official Facebook page recently released a synopsis of The Last Knight that may offer up some clues. The Last Knight shatters the core myths of the Transformers franchise and redefines what it means to be a hero, says the synopsis. Humans and Transformers are at war, Optimus Prime is gone, the key to saving our future lies buried in the secrets of the past. Sorry, I'm running out of breath. In the hidden history of Transformers on Earth, only one world will survive, theirs or ours. That synopsis comes hot on the heels of a brand new teaser trailer, which we'll see an extended version of this Sunday during the Super Bowl. In the teaser, Anthony Hopkins promises answers to questions about why the Autobots keep coming to Earth, along with some customary kick-ass footage of Bumblebee and Optimus Prime brawling on the edge of a spaceship. Bay or no Bay, it sure looks like the Transformers is about to undergo a big change of course, especially when you consider the fact that The Last Knight will also feature the live-action debut of Hot Rod. Old-school Transformers fans know that Hot Rod was the Autobot who evolved to Rodimus Prime when Optimus died in the original Transformers animated movie. Including him in the cast of this new movie, combined with the footage of Bumblebee and Optimus in an apparent fight to the death, seems to send a pretty blunt message. This is the movie where Optimus is finally going down for good. Losing their leader would act as a great way for the franchise to go through a soft reboot. Still connected to the Bay era films, but ready for whatever tone or direction a new director could bring to the series. But that also doesn't mean we won't ever see Optimus on the big screen again. It's clear from that quote about the hidden history of the Transformers that the films are going to be just as interested in the Transformers' past as their future. Now, last year we found out that Hasbro was considering a World War II set G.I. Joe film, and we also know that The Last Knight will include some references to World War II. Is it possible? And the answer is probably we're right. That this is where the Joes and the Autobots will finally team up. Could the future of the Transformers franchise lie with the ongoing adventures of Rodimus Prime, while we'll get to glimpse some of Optimus's past adventures in prequel films, going on secret missions with the Joes to take out a 1940s era Cobra? Yes, it would take a bit of retconning, but if you've seen any of the Transformers movies, you know that's not the kind of thing they'll get too caught up on. But what do you guys think? Will you be sad to say bye-bye Bay? Do you really think that Optimus will be Prime no more? And what other Transformers would you like to see take the jump from animated to live action? I mean, how have we not gotten a Firestar at this point? Since when was Cybertron such a f***ing sausage fest? Let's discuss. I mean, how are little Cybertronian babies made?
In a factory.
Are they just...
They're robots. They're machines.
I guess so.
Lots of riveting.
Yeah.
So much riveting. So much riveting. And a huge thanks to John Wick Chapter 2 for sponsoring today's show. Legendary hitman John Wick is forced out of retirement by a former associate plotting to seize control of a shadowy international assassins guild. Bound by a bloody oath to help him, John travels to Rome where he squares off against some of the world's deadliest killers. You can see the badass action film when it hits theaters on February 10th, 2017. Be sure to like and subscribe, and keep checking Nerdist.com.